Welcome back, everybody, to my birthday special for Linda Larkin, in which the DOS segments will now continue. And the next game is going to be Jeopardy featuring Alex Trebek. It's going to be a take two because we attempted a game of this, but the game somehow stopped working. It froze. So let's see if it goes better this time. I think it will. You agree? Here we go. We'll do intermediate. Returning. Semifinals. And today we're taking on Leanne and Wanda, two ladies.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Jeopardy.
Let's have a good game.
Here we go, round one. One daily double will appear on the board in these categories.
We're going to be dealing with sweets, geography, automobiles, monkeys, first ladies, and finally, languages. I will leave the categories as they are and start with automobiles for 100. Type of auto engine or a tomato cocktail. What is V8?
That's it.
Automobiles 200. He'd build you a Model T in any color as long as it was black. Who's Henry Ford?
Yes.
Automobiles for 3. This toy company builds more cars than Ford, GM, and Chrysler combined. What is Mattel?
That's it.
Automobiles for 400. Powered by this, the Stanley Special won in Daytona in 1907 at 197 miles per hour. What is steam?
You are correct.
Automobiles for 500. In Japan, it's called Rashu Awa. In LA, 4 to 6 p.m. What is rush hour?
You are correct.
I forgot the U, but they still took it. Oopsie. But I ran the category, I got $1,500. And let's see where I want to go now. I will go with First Ladies for 100, please. His wife, Louisa, was the only First Lady born abroad, but she was buried in Quincy, Massachusetts. John Quincy Adams?
You are correct.
That only makes sense, so that's right. It's all good, it's all good. Go get the next clue. Sweets for 100. The joy of cooking recipe for these makes about 8 5-inch long fat men and 16 thinner ones. What are gingerbread men?
You are correct.
Sweets for 200, please. These desserts can be Indian, cottage, cabinet, or rice. What are puddings?
Yes.
Sweets for 300. Pastry chefs know that sugar is mixed with these to make meringue. What are egg whites?
Right.
Sweets for 400. Pralines are most commonly made with this nut. What is the pecan?
Yes.
Sweets for 500. The part of Great Britain best known for its shortbread was Scotland.
You are correct.
Up to $3,000. Alright, let's go get another clue. How about First Ladies for 2? Tom Selleck said this First Lady helped him overcome his fear of dancing with the Princess of Wales. Who was, Nancy Reagan?
That's it.
First Ladies for 300? Mrs. Nixon was nicknamed Pat because she was born on the eve of this holiday. What is St. Patrick's Day?
You are correct.
First Ladies for 400. She was the only First Lady born in Kentucky. Who was Mary Todd Lincoln?
Yes.
First Ladies for 500. She co-wrote the 1988 book Wildflowers in America. Who is Lady Bird Johnson?
Right.
Okay. Okay. I have $4,400 right now. Geography for 100. Christmas, Easter, or Bermuda, for example. What are islands?
Right.
Geography for 200. Europe's only wild monkeys live on this rock. What is Gibraltar?
You are correct.
Geography for 300. This royal kingdom, 1/3 the size of the US, has no rivers or lakes, but lots of oil. What is Saudi Arabia?
Right.
Geography for 400. The largest country entirely in Europe. What is France?
You are correct.
Geography for 5. Clocks in Lima, Peru read the same as those in this US time zone. What is Eastern?
That's it.
Okay, we're in the geography category. Alright, let's go to languages for 100, please. The words boss, cookie, dope, and waffle came from these early settlers in what is now New York. Who are the Dutch?
You are correct.
Languages for 200. Khmer is the official language of this country. What is Cambodia?
You are correct.
Languages for 300. No, there we go. Modern Standard Chinese is usually called Northern Chinese or this. What is Mandarin?
Yes.
Languages for 400. Ursay was the Scottish form of this language. What is Gaelic?
Right.
Oh, good. Languages for 500. Could make it into the 5 figures at the end of the Jeopardy round. We'll see. There it is, Daily Double.
The answer there is the Daily Double.
I'm going to try 3,100. Here's the clue in languages. This word described a form of Latin once spoken in France, Now it means any Latin-based tongue. What is romance?
You are correct.
$10,000. A lot of money. Now it's just monkeys left. 100. Experiments with this Asian monkey led to the discovery of the RH factor. What is the rhesus monkey?
Right.
200. Though the fruit of the boab tree is called this, it's not really the simian staff of life. What is monkey bread?
You are correct.
300. The male of this species has a red nose and blue cheeks. What is a chimpanzee?
No.
Oh, phooey. Oh no. Oh, phooey. Mandrill, yeah.
That's it.
Monkeys, like man, belong to this highest order of mammals. What are primates?
You are correct.
Last clue. The Rock of Gibraltar is home to this ape, the only wild monkey still living in Europe. What's a Barbary ape?
You are correct.
So I have $10,900 at the end of the Jeopardy round. Leanne, 400. Wanda, no money, so she'll make the first selection in.
The double Jeopardy round. So here we go. 2 daily doubles to help you in one of these categories.
Notorious, books and authors, rock and roll, world of food, double talk, and finally, world of fashion. Okay, let's get going. Okay, starting with books and authors for 200. Master of the page turner who wrote Master of the Game and Rage of Angels. Sidney Sheldon.
That's it.
Rock and roll, 200. August 5th, 1957 was the first national broadcast of this TV teen show. What is American Bandstand?
Yes.
Rock and roll for 400. Hey Jude was the Beatles' initial record for this, their own label. What is Apple?
Right.
Rock and roll for 600. This former bantamweight could have written Papa's Got a Brand New Punching Bag. Who is James Brown?
That's it.
Rock and roll for 800. East and West follow this word in the names of Bill Graham's 60s rock halls. Fillmore, I think so.
Yes.
Bernie Taupin's partner, he bought the soccer club he had followed as a child, was Elton John.
Right.
Okay, so we have $13,100. Let's go get the next clue. I would like to go with books and authors for 400. With parachutes and kisses, she overcame her fear of flying. Who's Erica Jong?
That's it.
Books and authors for 6. His wife said of his Ulysses, he's a genius, but what a dirty mind. Who's James Joyce?
That's it.
Books and authors for 800, please. We have $14,100. Daily Double.
The answer there is the Daily Double.
I think I'm just going to do $900. Readers checked into his hotel in New Hampshire. Who is John Irving?
You are correct.
Okay. Took a guess on that one, but it was a good guess, and I have $15,000. Let's close out the category. Wilkie Collins novel that's a real gem. The Moonstone, yep.
You are correct.
Alright, World of Food 200. Like chop suey, this Chinese sweet was invented in America. What is the fortune cookie?
That's it.
World of Food for 400. When its coffee crop was destroyed in 1869, Ceylon switched to growing this. What is tea?
Right.
World of Food for 6. The fruit of a palm. Merv Griffin had a lovely bunch of them in song. What are coconuts?
That's it.
World of Food for 800. Often made with oil, it can be made from apples, grapes, barley, or oats. What is vinegar?
That's it.
A World of Food 1000. Stem of a variety of lily, known in Old England as sparrowgrass. What is asparagus?
That's it.
Ran the World of Food category, and we have $18,000. We still have yet to hear from Wanda, and we have 3 categories remaining in Double Jeopardy. I will take Double Talk for 200. These 2 words precede Sweet Charlotte in a 1965 film title. What are Hush Hush?
Right.
Double Talk for 400, please. Nickname of skater Starbuck, who was married to a quarterback. What is JoJo?
That's it.
Double Talk for 600. Look at all this money we're racking up. This is a lot of cash. Fleischer's cartoon clown who grew out of the inkwell. His name sounds like a chocolate drink. Who is Coco?
Right.
Double Talk for 8. Born Marie Laurie, she appeared in and sang the title song of To Sir with Love. Who is Lulu?
Yes.
Double Talk 1000. Get all this money I'm racking up here. $20,000. Daily Double.
The answer there is the Daily Double.
Let's do 15,000. Double Order at a Deli, or a time called to film about a Celtic poet. What is Reuben Reuben?
That's it.
$15,000. is what I risked, and I have 35,000 right now. Let's keep it going. I'll take Notorious for 2. It was probably a lyre, not a fiddle, if he played it while Rome burned. Who is Nero?
That's it.
Notorious for 400. There's a lot of cash here. His book, translated as My Struggle, outlined plans to conquer Europe. Who was Adolf Hitler?
Yes.
Notorious for 600. Lenin called him ruthless, and his purges proved he was. We finally hear from Wanda. Let's see if she gets it right. Joseph Stalin?
Right.
She is right. She's now on the board, $600, and she's in the game. He was both an American and British general in the Revolutionary War. George Washington? No. Leanne? Robert McNamara? No way.
No.
I think I know, but I'm not going to try.
The correct response is...
Yeah, Benedict Arnold, that was my guess. Oh well. Too late. This man who ruled Uganda from 1971 to 79 is now believed to live in Saudi Arabia. Who is Idi Amin?
You are correct.
All that's left is World of Fashion. 200. The hat in the Mexican hat dance. What's a sombrero?
You are correct.
400. South Seas garb worn by Dorothy Lamour on the road. What is a sarong?
Yes.
600. Where on his body an Arab would wear the traditional keffiyeh? Keffiyeh, however you say it. What's the head?
That's it.
800. About 7 yards long, it's the loose body wrap worn by Hindu women. What is a sari?
Yes.
And last clue. Wanda, you have to get this right to stay in the game. The sash worn with a Japanese kimono. What's an obi?
Right.
So at the end of Double Jeopardy, I have $39,600, Leanne $1,600, and Wanda, you are going home.
Here is today's final Jeopardy category.
Authors. Okay, I'm going to do the $400 only.
Final Jeopardy answer is...
This U.S. Poet Laureate was the only writer to win Pulitzer Prizes for both poetry and fiction. That is my guess. A.E. Housman, although I don't know.
What did you put down as your response?
Am I right?
No.
So I end up at $39,200.
And your wager was?
Which isn't bad at all.
What did you put down as your response?
Robert Penn Warren?
That's it.
Okay, so that's who it was.
And your wager was?
$11.50. But I'm still the overall winner with $39,200. And I'll see you all for another game after the break.